Hey guys, Nicholai here, back at you with another reaction slash response to an issue that mm, has been pretty extreme recently. This is Hasan Piker, Asmongold, Tectone, Grums, and basically everyone and their mother who's at all clued into that kind of sphere has been commenting on Hasan's shock collar controversy. Now, with that being said, I want to preface this by saying I think Hassan's a piece of crap. I think he is wrong for how he is doing this, and I think he is an abhorrent person who is a massive piece of shit hypocrite. That being said, there is nothing wrong, this will be controversial, there is nothing wrong with a shock collar. What is wrong is the fact that he's using the shock collar to keep his dog in place, quote unquote. He's teaching her how to place, which is a totally fine command. We do that all the time with our dogs. And to preface all of this, I should mention that I have years and years and years experience with trained hunting dogs. We would breed our hunting dogs. We brought them out hunting. They were well trained dogs. Okay, so I'm very familiar how to train these animals. And most dogs are pretty similar, though there are some different temperaments depending on the breed. Now, that being said, and I'm not actually 100% familiar with Kaja's or Kaya's breed. I'm not very familiar with that breed. So I'm generally the hunting dogs that we would breed were always medium-sized hunting dogs, small to medium. So they were not as big. They weren't a big dog. Though I do have some experience with medium to large dogs, but very limited. So I want to preface all of that in saying that there's nothing wrong with a shock collar training. There's nothing wrong with vibrator training. There is nothing wrong with pinch collar training. All of those things can be highly effective depending on the breed and other factors if done appropriately. The problem is that when you're teaching a dog to place, you don't do that for 6, 7, 8, 9 hours on end where the dog can barely walk out of a 3-foot square area and it has to lay down all day long. That is clear animal abuse, and it's wrong, and the animal should be removed from their care as a result. No one is saying that you have to treat your animals like a toddler or a child. In fact, I find it kind of abhorrent and ridiculous to treat animals in that way. We should give compassion to animals where it's due and necessary and good, but we shouldn't be babying them like as if they're toddlers. They're not toddlers, okay? That being said, Hassan's methods of training and the way he deals with the animal is not good. Also, his claim that he will undo all of the training if he lets up on her just a little bit is completely untrue. Actually, in order to properly train a dog of this type, you would want to give it some leeway. You want to give it some ability to go so that when you call it back and say place, they will come from anywhere in the house or wherever they're at or whatever they're doing. They'll drop immediately what they're doing and come back. That's proper training. That's proper placing. And then you let them sit there for maybe 10, 15 minutes, make sure that they know this is where you go to, and then you say, okay, go, right? That is proper place training. What he is doing is not proper training. Whoever is telling him that that is proper training does not know what he's doing, from my perspective. I've never seen it done this way. I've never heard of an animal trainer who's done it this way, and I'm not an animal trainer, but I've trained hunting dogs, and I've trained many dogs, and I have a lot of experience with a wide variety of dogs. I've never seen them trained that way, ever. Ever, 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 ever. And hunting dogs, by the way, are trained highly. They have to be very disciplined. They have to be disciplined not to be gun shy. They have to be disciplined not to bolt on you when you shoot a pheasant, for example, and they go to retrieve the pheasant. They're not supposed to bolt on you. They do not go and flush out the things until you do. They have to periodically look to you so that you can give them directions on which way to flush, which way to look with your hand signals. Like all these dogs are really well trained. So I would like to think that I know a little bit about how to train a dog. Shock collars are typically unadvisable for smaller dogs. Very advisable for larger dogs because it's just they're simply not A large dog is not going to be affected by your average vibrator. They'll bulldoze right through those sometimes, unless it's a very powerful vibrator. But at that point, it's like, yeah, it's a little too much. Well, a good little tiny zap shock collar can be effective. With that being said, it's very clear that people are doing this wrongly. Now, I wanted to preface all of that just to make clear that I am not justifying anything that Hasan is doing or how he is doing it. I just wanted to preface that a lot of people are hating on him because of the shock collar. That's not the problem. The problem is the way he treats the animal. How many hours a day? Frankly, the most controversial thing is just how many hours a day he keeps that dog sitting there in one place, not allowed to move. A big dog like that needs a lot. I mean, that breed specifically is not a lazing around dog. It's not a Shih Tzu. It's not a Chihuahua. It's not some little, toy teacup dog. That is a big dog that is meant for doing a lot of different activities. They are not late. They're not supposed to laze around all day, especially big dogs like that. They're guard dogs by their nature. If it's the correct breed that I'm remembering, I don't remember specific breed actually, so I should correct myself on that. But long story short, Hasan is completely in the wrong here, and the fact that he's just not coming out and saying, "Listen, yes, I use a shock collar on her. I have a specific reason for why I'm doing this. You may not agree, but this is what my trainer advised. But because all of you are very concerned, I will consult another trainer and then have him on stream so that you guys can hear it for themselves." That would put this whole controversy to bed. But it's the fact of the matter is that Hasan has a need to be right about everything. He has such a huge ego. He's not willing to ever back down on any issue. That is the problem. So let's see here.
This is the remote for the vibrating gate, I swear. Why does he move this one specific thing out of the frame? It must be the Jews. It's clearly the ET300 remote that he is literally holding up on his stream. He's hiding it in plain sight. Just like Trump, apparently. Oh God.
Hmm. Yeah, that's absolutely the collar, by the
Oh,
way. I mean, that is 100% the remote. That is 100% the collar. I mean, it's unmistakable. Um, I, yeah, I just don't know how he gets out of this. Now, what he's going to do is he's going to just try and let it blow over. But I think really, honestly, people should keep up the pressure. Keep up the pressure on this piece of shit. Because for too long he gets away with like making just the most outrageous claims. The fact that he's still not banned from Twitch should just make people leave the platform. I mean, it's shocking to me that people aren't just like mass leaving to YouTube or mass leaving to Kick or Rumble, or just doing a combination of those three. You're going to get, in the end of the day, you're going to make more money. You're going to get more viewership than you would ever get with Twitch alone. I mean, that's the reality. Uh, Twitch is, in my opinion, on its last legs as a platform because Amazon refuses to reel in the Twitch CEO. And frankly, the Twitch Amazon needs to pull its head out of its ass, or it's going to lose one of its big money makers, which is Twitch. With that said, I hope you guys really enjoy your time here. And if you liked my content and you liked what I had to say and my thoughts on these matters, let me know down below. If you have anything else you want me to react to, whether it be cultural issues, politics, or religion, or anything else, let me know. Give me the clips, give me the Twitch or Twitter links, and I will consider doing it. God bless. Have a wonderful day.